Well, as you can see, it's a bit busy up here with all the crap I need. So what I've done is put a temporary king up on the outside, braced it. I've then put a temporary purlin up. That then gives me the resting point for the angle, which is 38 degrees. So I can put the other one along here, mark them off, cut them, and then do the king post that will be underneath, and that will give me my start and finish point, and then I can just go off easier with the other three that need making. Well, that's a fairy anyway. Well, end of play today. As you can see, I've got 3 uprights holding that beam. They are spaced the same size as the perspex sheets that I've got. I've got to build an infill on the opposite side to bring it flush with this lower beam. There's one on the other side, one I can't fit in yet until I finish removing my temporary timbers. So that unfortunately is all I've achieved this afternoon. But I suppose, given that it's just an afternoon, I suppose it's not too bad a feat. But yeah, I've put them back up again and got the sheet back up. Fortunately, it does fit just about. Rain is now starting, just a little bit, but I think it is due in this evening and tomorrow, unfortunately. So I'll have to just play it by ear for tomorrow and Friday. And you know, if I can just pull the sheet back, get one in and put the sheet back over, just have to just depends on good old weather. Well, it's Thursday now, and it's just gone past midday, and as you can see, the sheet's still on, and I'm not up top doing an update. You might hear the occasional drop of water landing through the porous parts of the sheet. We've had sort of fairly heavy, constant rain since the early hours of the morning. There's a few drips that come through the bits of the sheet, but nothing to worry about really. I've got more water coming in my conservatory door than there's coming in here. So it looks like today is going to be a washout. So, well, there's nothing I can do. I can't, any little woodwork pieces up this far end I can't do until that temporary support beam's out of the way anyway. So there's only a piece there I can be doing. I can't position and mark off the other 3 beams, so hopefully tomorrow may be a bit better. But we'll just have to wait and see. Well, it's mid-afternoon now, and it's still brightened up, but it's windy as hell. Certainly too windy to take the sheet off. I've just been looking at bits and pieces here, and I thought I'll try and make life easy for myself and put a frame across from the far end to this end so that I can line these up. And there's about a 2-inch discrepancy. Then it dawned on me that when I put this temporary purlin in, obviously these timbers sit on it, and then there's the top of the other one, which is in line with the rest of the roof that's already been erected. So there's that much difference. Over here I put the long beam on top of the short one and marked them off and cut them. As you can see, the long beam is sitting on the purlin. Up here, it's there. So we've lost. So I've fucked up big time. Just didn't think about it. It all fell into place and just worked. Biff baff boff. But now it's a balls up. So that means all of yesterday's sodding about, fitting all of this on here, has now got to come off. and I'm gonna have to make some other plate up to go the right height, because I didn't cut one exactly the same as this and offer it up this side, because there may be a difference in the height of the walling or anything, you know. So each one's got to be made to suit, hence some of the difficulties and length of time to build this. So hopefully tomorrow's weather is better. I have to redo all of that again and raise it up 2 inches, which means all of that lot's got to come undone, and the bolting all the way down the bottom. Oh well, you live and learn. Good job I did buy 10 extra lengths of timber, innit? So another purlin in just to put me at the correct angle. Took the old wood off, so now we'll rectify my mistake and try and carry on. Whew. Well, we're done for today. Just put some temporary diagonals across just to hold everything in place, but they're all screwed and bracketed in, screwed at the top, so weather permitting tomorrow I can just line them all up and tie them together and put the uprights in, redo the supports for this side, and we're back to where we need to be for felting then. I just got to trim the ends off the timbers. So there's a few little jobs to do tomorrow, so that'll sort of be tying in for tomorrow. Sunday I'm occupied, and Monday I think the weather's going to crap again, so the felting could be back to hold my coat and wait. Well, another day ends. The top pieces are took out now, the diagonals, and I've fixed this old rough lumber sawn treated as a brace off the gable and down both sides, and one each side at the top, just to keep all of the beams nice and solid, ready to put the felt and batten across. And we've just been tying in some uprights here to go onto the joists. I will need to run something alongside, just, well, I mean, I'm 90 kilos, so there is a little bit of a sag when I'm standing on it, so obviously any load I do have up here storing timber and bits and pieces will be a bit better spread than my size 10s. So that's it. We're just gone 5 o'clock now, so I now struggle with this bloody sheet and pull it back over again. And next is sort of just little jobs. Next I've got to cut the angles where the joists meet and grind any overhang of the brackets off. I've got to readjust the fascia board, runs along there. I can get it a little bit higher just to stop the felt flapping around underneath the roofing sheet. Do the same along here, run the closing fascia board this side, and the same down here. Fill this gap in, and then I can, well, not that'll be ready for felt, but I've got to build a fascia around the outside of this gable so that that's all flush against the edge, so I can put a sheet down. So this will either be the end of this little one, or there'll be a bit for Monday, depending on the weather, which I think is not looking too hot. So I think we'll wind this video up for part 17, I think it is. See you on the next one.